How did everything come to an end? The FBI recently found a massive wire fraud scheme involving Tiffany Henyard, and it's far worse than anyone could have imagined. After her plot was exposed, Tiffany was only seen responding to her jail time. It's safe to say that things aren't looking good for her at the moment, so be sure to read through to the very end for all the facts. Meanwhile, Dolton's finances were spiraling out of hand. The most corrupt mayor, Tiffany Henyard, was living big and showing off a lifestyle that was totally out of character for a mayor of a small town. She was also traveling in luxury and had $1 million security team, so things weren't exactly adding up. She has since left the country after stealing millions of public dollars.
The most corrupt mayor, Tiffany Henyard, has now fled the country after stealing millions of taxpayer money.
A packed community meeting Thursday night, outburst after outburst. Following Special Investigator Lori Lightfoot's limited examination of Dolton's finances. Her report revealing as of May 31st, the village's general fund had a negative balance of $3.65 million. Lightfoot further uncovering spending that doesn't add up. The report shows $40,000 spent on Amazon purchases in one day, money that's unaccounted for.
The most corrupt mayor, Tiffany Henyard, has now gone missing and has supposedly fled the country after it's revealed that she has stolen $3.6 million of taxpayer money. This situation and Tiffany Henyard's actions has garnered controversy online. Commenters claimed that this is what happens when you vote for people based on skin color and that Tiffany Henyard is an entitled woman.
After the unexpected passing of longtime Mayor Frank Zuccarelli, make sure you subscribe to the channel and enable the post notification bell so you won't miss any future famous videos like these. While it seemed like Dolton needed a new face with fresh ideas, Tiffany Henyard came on strong, pitching herself as the town's savior with a number of bold claims and big plans. She was nearly a local celebrity in those early days, attending events, cutting ribbons, and making sure everyone knew she was in charge. However, despite her impressive start, things quickly went wrong as the first signs of problems showed in her administration. She quickly demonstrated that she didn't value cooperation or open communication, and that she preferred to make the choices and wasn't hesitant to stomp out anyone who stood in her way. Tiffany Henyard's combative leadership style became especially clear when she challenged anyone. This firm attitude caused rifts within the town's government, which led to conflicts with the village board and other authorities. As time went on, Dolton's spending got out of control, and she started to live more like the mayor of a big city than the head of a small town. Reports about her extravagant purchases of brand clothing, opulent vacations, and an expensive police security detail started to appear, costing the town an astounding million handle. In addition, the extravagant promises she made seemed to require an endless amount of money.
I don't do anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
You're not going to answer how taxpayer dollars are being spent? That seems odd.
I just answered it. What do you mean? I just answered your questions.
You said you wouldn't answer about Las Vegas.
You asked me a question and I responded.
We can't band together at this time, at this moment. This is going to be Black History Month, right? Y'all all say Martin Luther King had a dream, but guess what? I am the dream.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet.
People have been shocked by her deeds for some time now. They don't think she is a morally upright leader at all. Instead, we have generations of people who truly believe they are God, and we are all paying the price. She is power-hungry and will ruin the lives of the people in her town that she serves for her own benefit. Her shopping spree became legendary, with tales of her spending thousands of dollars in a single day on Amazon gourmet meals and showy devices, all the while ignoring the town's basic needs. Things in Dolton were getting very bad. And while she was living it up, there was a clear contrast between her opulent lifestyle and the town's financial problems. I have listened to her many times, and I believe she is mentally ill. I don't think she sees anything wrong with what she does due to rising debt. Dolton's bank account was collapsing and the budget, which had millions of dollars in reserves, was suddenly losing money. But when it was revealed that Dolton owed more than $3.5 million, a substantial sum, the community was shocked by the news, which made it clear that this wasn't just a few bad budgeting choices, but rather serious financial mismanagement. Residents started to notice that services were being cut, upkeep was falling behind, and their quality of life was generally declining.
Creating chaos. You do not stand for me, and I want you to step down.
The mayor of Dolton, Tiffany Henyard, lashed out at her board of trustees during another tense meeting.
She vetoed the board's decision to require the village to open its financial books, as well as the board's call for a federal investigation into misuse of funds.
The town of Dolton was in good financial health before Tiffany Henyard's shopping spree caused her finances to collapse. This was an important event, and it didn't take long for outside authorities to learn about it. Before we go any further into the movie, what are your honest thoughts on this entire situation? The rumors about Tiffany Henyard's extravagant spending started long before the FBI opened a probe into her. People were talking louder about her expensive outfits and lavish vacations, but they were also beginning to notice her ostentatious purchases and dubious financial choices. They were starting to wonder how she was paying for all of this, and if it was real. Is it probable that Tiffany Henyard's behavior will get her a lengthy prison sentence? Or will she be able to get away with her spending carelessly? Comment below. The ancient Henyard ally Carmen Carral criticized her for acting in an unethical and predatory way. Today, I am coming out against Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dolton and supervisor of Thornton Township. I think that Henyard has acted unethically and predatorily during her tenure. Over the past 2 years, Henyard has manipulated residents, vendors, and employees, using her position to increase her power. The FBI became involved and dropped 2 major subpoenas that changed the course of the investigation after learning enough about the Henyard spending to pique their curiosity. They then dug into the town's financial records, with the first one focusing completely on Henyard's private business affairs in an attempt to determine whether there was any overlap between her private ventures and her position as mayor. They were particularly interested in identifying any potential conflicts of interest or unethical behavior that could have affected her choice. I am standing up not just for myself but also for others who I think have been retaliated against, fired, or lied to by Henyard but have yet to speak out. The second subpoena involved the township's financial records, looking for proof of any instances of improper administration. This was noteworthy since it suggested that an investigation would be conducted, encompassed not only Henyard but also Dolton's full financial situation during her tenure. What started out as an investigation into Henyard's finances turned into a more thorough review of different Dolton officials and organizations. The FBI wasn't just focusing on her, they were also looking into the entire administration, including other village officials and any companies that dealt with the town. This suggested that the situation was serious and that there might be more than one corrupt individual involved. Only time will tell what will happen from this mess of a situation, but hopefully justice is served for all of Dolton's people. This wraps up today's movie. For more celebrity videos in the future, make sure to subscribe to LoafTube and allow post notifications so you don't miss any. Until then, see you in the next one. Music.